What is muscle memory and how does it work? You probably heard this concept before in every corner of the gym, right? So we understand the concept, but what does it really imply? So when you're lifting for a prolonged period of time, you're giving that muscle fiber, that muscle tissue, a reason to grow. It goes from point A to point B. So you're stimulating the muscle in the gym with the weights. It's telling that muscle fiber, hey, we need to adapt to this new circumstances or this new stressful situation to not go through it again, so we don't have to suffer from it again. The body is an adapting machine, okay? So when you stimulate the muscle, that muscle is going to want to change in order to adapt to the situation, right? So when you do this for a prolonged period of time, what you're doing is creating these new substances, these new molecules called myonuclei. Every time you hear the term myo, it just means muscle. And these myonuclei, they work as satellites. They are around the muscle fibers, which are essentially cells, right? And they act as regulators. They will tell the body, hey, the potential of this muscle tissue is to grow to this amount. Past this amount, you're already over the genetic limit, so it will not go over that, okay? So when you start to train for a prolonged period of time, those myonuclei will be there to act as regulator, as checkpoints, and they will tell the muscle how much it will actually grow. When you stop going to the gym for X or Y reason, right, for a prolonged period of time, for many months, years, or whatever, that muscle will begin to atrophy. Why? Because the body doesn't need to hold that mass. You're not giving the reason for your body to hold that mass. Remember that when you have more mass, the body will actually need more calories in order to sustain it. So it's just counterproductive for the sake of the body. So he says, hey, we don't need that mass right now. Let's just get over it. Get rid of it. And if it comes back again, right? If you give it another reason to be there, then we'll grow it again, right? That's basically the mentality of the body. They don't see the muscle as an asset if you're not using it. So when you're out of the gym, right, there's an atrophy. The muscle will reduce in size, but those myonuclei, they will stay around the tissue. So when you go back to it, right, it doesn't care about the reason. When you go back into the gym and you stimulate that muscle, right, it would actually come back 10 times more quick than it was to gain it at the first place. So for a person that is a beginner, that is just starting off working out, it will take him, I don't know, maybe a year to grow, this is an example, a year to grow maybe 10 pounds of muscle. For that person that already gained 10 pounds of muscle, stepped outside of the gym, it's not giving the stimulation needed anymore for that muscle, it will atrophy. For that person to get the 10 pounds back, it will probably just take 6 to 8 weeks to get it back because of the myonuclei that acts as regulators and limiters, right? So that's essentially what muscle memory is. You train for a long period of time, you create the substances around the muscle tissue that acts as satellites. When you stop, there's an atrophy, and then when you go back and you give it a stimulation, you give it another reason to stay, right, to give that muscle another reason to grow back, the amount of time that it would need for that muscle to develop again back to where it was when you started developing is a lot shorter than the amount that it took when you were starting off, okay? So that's basically it. In the description in the box down below, in the description box, there's a link for a Telegram group that is completely free. You don't have to pay absolutely anything. You can ask me any question fitness related. Remember to follow me on social media, and remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will be uploading every single day, so you want to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.